having overall last pick here? What do you think he's going to complete?
The mid versus Lena now. Something also good for Ursa. It could Viper. Could be. Maybe they want some more playmakers. Puck or something.
I'll just stay ban themselves. Now. Sticky Puck too. Now like, oh, never mind.
I mean, they don't have a lot of playmakers, so Pulse mid. Of course, that was obvious.
Yeah, how did you not see that one?
Or is it Monkey Core and support? This could go a lot of different directions, I feel like, with their draft.
Mid?
Yeah, we can wait for them as they're picking their heroes and bring in our casters, which are going to be MLP and Trent. A duo I feel like I haven't seen before, but how are you both? How are you feeling, MLP?
I'm feeling pretty good, you know. I've been lonely with that John, but now I've got Trent here, and they look exactly the same, isn't it? Between these two, so I'm very excited to get this game underway.
Trent, do you feel the banter that Mike might be throwing your way?
Well, my sunglasses broke yesterday. No. I'm actually, I don't know what to do.
I will let you guys here on the cast pick a team, a draft that you like a little bit more before we head off.
Boom's draft is really cool if they can make it work, but I think Talon just has so much more.
I think Boom. I think looking forward to see Yopaj play tough. And I think the tempo with this Lycan is really scary.
Okay, I'm gonna put words into his mouth and he's gonna go Boom. Gods is going Boom. Okay, it is either going against me. Let's split up the catch here, but Mike and Trent, as we enter game one, please let us know which team you like more.
Thank you so much. Now we do go into game number one here between Talon and Boom Esports. And Trent, you heard that. Which team do you like more in terms of draft?
In terms of the draft, I'm kind of feeling Talon. Pretty good team. You know, I see the KP Brewmaster. You know, maybe some player hero combos are getting me a little bit excited here. I thought the Wind Ranger was really cool because you see the Monkey King and the Life Stealer, and you're like, what's the safest hero in this game? And it's got to be Wind Ranger, right? Wind Run's got so much value picked up there. Something that was perhaps a little overvalued thanks to a certain Frenchman at the major, but definitely still has its place across all matches.
I was the Wind Major. I was there and happening and I was getting not early, Fnatic not. I don't even want to go. Let's get into game number one here between Talon and Boom Esports and get it underway. You know, I with you as well. I feel like Talon came out with a better draft, but then again, it's Boom Esports. So you never really know. And my real question, Trent. This mid-task what are we expecting from this?
That's a good question because there's been some back and forth. I feel like when it first showed up, everyone was really concerned about getting the Ags as soon as possible. And then I feel like sometimes the hero was losing, or became irrelevant before he could really get it online. So yeah, that's a good question. I think it centers around how good the Ags feels, but it is versus an Ursa, right? So one would think that the Ag's gonna feel very good because this hero's quite particular about his positioning. He wants to be right on top of the hero, commit for the full kill. If you just get kicked away somewhere, that doesn't feel very nice.
It certainly doesn't. That's a very good point. And of course, the Ags will have some great impact here in this game, I'm sure. Of course, I think I had questions about the Lifestealer matchup as well into the Ursa, but it's kind of like you said, you can kick the Ursa away. We know Jack is very good on this pos 1 Lifestealer as well. It's one of his favorite carries to play. We'll see what happens. They're going to fight over the bounty roots now. Talon, will they intervene these top bounties? Yeah.
Inkwell and Rage, you don't have the best options.
We'll get stunned up there by Skim, but Skim is going to be just fine as we'll see Jackie again moving on to KP, trying to get aggressive, but can't do too much against the Brewmaster either. The Courier may go down and does, so Q does get something for his trouble. Yeah? Skim?
Oh, no,
he's going to be fine. Not going to go for the Courier, the Q. Gonna be able to intercept the small cannon. Bot lane though. Savage in trouble. FBZ will go for the chase. The Savage is out of mana, so surely can't get away. But FBZ is a little bit slower than you'd hope. And the Wolves, they aren't doing quite enough damage. Though Primal Spring's gonna come in. Tim's will get it done.
The wrong friends, noble beast.
We have a real missed opportunity here. Our Ursa's not wearing that new Lycan-looking set.
This will come in handy.
That's true.
This could have been a really confusing lane.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Come and fight me.
Yeah, Tusk, great range of initiation too. Lina, no real escape options. So that is definitely the bonus and the advantage you have in this lane as the Tusk. But again, Makoto comes back, he spams his spells, and he's still gonna be just fine. Kills are still good though. Thumbs up. But neither one can really take too much off of this, I think.
Yeah, certainly so. Okay, it'll be just fine to return back to the lane and get started on that farm once again. Already seeing a bit of a glimpse here from Yopaj, just his item build as well. In the task, it looks like he's going to be going into the Soul Ring and shooting the Blink Dagger after the phase boot. So pretty standard kind of build up here on the Tusk. I imagine the Aghanim Scepter will probably follow right after the Blink. We'll have to wait and see though. Again, you kind of talked about it already, but it does feel like there's quite a lot of influence that Ags can provide this game.
Yeah, it's a very interesting question. I think there probably is still room for things like the Deso and the BKB, depending on the game, before you even pick up the Aghanim. So it's just something that will probably develop more and more as we see more of these Tusks being picked up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Certainly so. Talon going for a bit of a group up here on him, but he's going to be just fine to pounce into the tree line and actually deny out some sentries. Nice. Why the hell not? Him still being a real nuisance here in this Radiant junglers. He'll be chased around by Hyde, but as the Bane, there's only so much you can do if you have a nice nightmare. Tim's going to be just fine to stick around and keep haunting Hyde. Seems like he really doesn't want to give that Observer Ward away. Meanwhile, look at Scam, right behind Makoto. Don't know what they can really set up here, but he is stalking him as we speak.
Tim's just hitting him and then jumping back in the tree. Just jumping between the two of them. He deserves this. I am fully aboard.
Dire's turret has been killed.
Big rotation.
Pass.
He does finally get taken out, and I suppose for Hyde, all he needs was that damn Nightmare to land for Makoto to rotate over. Still, I mean, he's wasted quite a bit of time.
After that, I'm buying a Quelly Blade. I'm just too annoyed at this point with how he's playing around.
Let's see if Hyde wants to make that investment as he's going to head down. But meanwhile, they're skipping the creep wave now top lane, so obviously just not wanting to go for that 1v1 matchup against Lifestealer. I wonder if this is favorable though for Jackie, because he's just going to be able to farm freely that T1 and in fact he is going to rotate over eventually. EP. Primal Spring is there. Tim's there. We'll have the boundless if he wants to throw it out. KP is level 6, but he's out mana. Soul Ring though is there just in the nick of time. Oh, KP. He's going to make it, and in fact he's even going to turn it. Skem might be dead, and he will be.
Oh, that's good. That's so good. The toss-up as well. Stun, run away, Earth Panda.
He's fine. Meanwhile, mid lane, Yoko's the one in danger for KP. He's still on the run. Tim's trying to go for the chase. There's your free dance. It's your Primal Spring, but can he get the damage? Balance Strike available. He'll finally get him.
He tried so hard.
mean, it's still great plays.
Dire's
Oh, Rig, that was
structures
clutch.
are fortified.
Yeah, certainly was. Geoparge now. Gonna find high on that Bane, but the nightmare is gonna save the day. Tim's actually takes it. Not gonna mean too much though, just allowing him to take the
Dire's middle
illusion
tower
route.
is under attack.
All right, any aspiring Monkey King 4 players, this is a great replay. You know, I know Tim's, he's a little death keys around with the Bane, but so active this game. Now, part of that is that you're enabled by this Lycan, a hero who, particularly in good matchups, like versus like solo melee people like this, like an Ursa, you can do a lot by yourself, right? You're gonna get a helm creep, you're gonna have your wolves to manipulate the creep camps as well as the waves. So a good Lycan player can be left isolated like this and give you so much space on the Monkey
Radiant's
King.
bottom tower
And I think
is
Tim's
under
has fully
attack.
abused that with how much he's been all over the map. He's providing vision to the whole team, he's helping to pick up these kills, and really abusing that range of initiation.
Certainly agree with you on that. The bot T1 tower is going to drop very fast here to SBZ, and because that is thanks to the just Tim's kind of leaving and just giving him that solo XP. He's already level 7 here on the Lycan, and
Got it.
going back to the task for a second trend. No tag team leveled up, surprisingly enough. As Savage is going to just bounce over the shards. But interesting build up, right? Like not going for any points in tag team at all.
He's the one, he's looking more for the snowballs, the ice showers, and just the chase down, I guess. That's pretty cool. The spellcaster tusk.
It works. It may. KP. Can he run into Yopaj? We'll get the shards off. This time KP 5 seconds away from that primal split. Might actually have the time to get it, and they might be able to turn this one because there is more heroes incoming. There is a snowball out from Yopaj, but he's a sitting duck as Jackie is going to get tornadoed up. He'll go right after the tusk first. Make him down, and now Jackie, he's a sitting duck. He does have infest, so he can try for that, and he will do so. The run is on, but the nightmare is there. Hide. We'll hold him down, and eventually Jackie just has to die. But Tims will jump in with the Bounders, actually saving the day, giving his own life away for this. But they get Jackie out of it.
Is there anything Tims can't do? I mean, look at this guy. This is the Tim show.
Certainly, I mean, Tim's done a great job.
Yeah, still great news for Talon. Force him out of lane, especially after that bottom lane fiasco of just like 23 Savage getting like forced out of his own jungle, pushed back from the Tusk, can't get his own bounty rune, farms his way up top. Now can pressure the tower, but Jackie's back, sitting under this tower. Teammates coming through, perhaps. He's making the call. He wants the team to come up.
I'm gonna have one of those classic SCA pauses to it. I'm sure you've heard much about Trent. Who knows how long it's gonna be? I've got to tell you, there's been a lot of electricity issues in the Philippines tonight, and Boom.
I heard that.
Boom's been panicking. They're scared. They've been getting PTSD. They're not happy.
Yeah. I saw on the old the Twitter that Tims was saying, same. They're having some power issues, so it won't just be the previous series that perhaps we'll have a couple little blackouts here and there.
Hopefully it is though. Let's hope for the best. As again, Boom. I mean, they had a very tough time 2-2 because of some blackouts. And well, for now at the very least, they are still having a tough time. Talon, not the easiest team in the world to try and beat here, even for Boom Esports. Tims, it's going to see Savage, but might be able to make the jump in. Instead, it's all about the mid lane right now between these two teams. And seems like the chase is on for KB, but he's going to be just fine to walk his way out of there. It's a top lane, Jackie, dropping very low on the life stealer, but they could not secure the kill.
Level 3 power shot though. Does he hit these? Q? You a gamer?
Dire's top
He's not a
tower
gamer.
is under
He's not
attack.
shooting it out there.
Very sad.
Would have been a little bit too low on the damage, I think.
Mid lane though, they've got Yopaj. Fiend Grip is there. They even get a shackle onto Scam right in the back. That's perfect from Q. Another great setup here from High to take down both in the mid lane. And Yopaj, well, he's on that mid task, but it's been a very rough start to begin with.
And definitely a snowball hero that you're looking for on this tusk, am I right, guys? And you don't really want to get slowed down or make too many mistakes in the early game if you want to get the most out of this mid-tusk.
That you do. Now Savage going right for the Roshan Talon to get off to a great start for game number 1 here in this best of 3. Roshan basically going to go the way of Talon for free. But Boom, even if they know about it, it doesn't feel like they can afford to force the fight.
Certainly, what stood out to me the most before this game was the interviews where we had Boom talking about just like how much respect they have towards Talon, which you know, how many regions are there where the Division 2 team coming in is someone who's like really being feared right now and so highly respected by their opponents. Like Boom, someone who obviously just like won a pretty huge LAN not that long ago. Boom, they can beat quite literally anyone at the major, going 1-1 versus everyone, and then only lost to the major champions.
That is true. That is true.
Play they need, right?
Well, Hyde goes down. Nice start here for Boom. Mid tier 1 tower is slowly dropping, but Talon, they're going to rotate. Try to defend this one. Important tower to lose. FBZ, they're going to keep going at it. Savage. He's around. With the Aegis up, he should feel confident to try and force his fight. Tim's is around as well, but KP, he's going to go for the primal split out, trying to chase down Skem. But Skem is on his way out of there. With the Ink Swell, he'll try to survive a little bit longer, but the power shot is going to land from Q. Talon, going to be enough for them. KP will try to get his way out, but they've got the Earthy Hander trapped up with the stun out. They should have enough to get the Brewmaster down, and they will. In fact, Tim's, he's still watching Q, trying to find a bit more. Power shot though, right on target. Catching him with that Observer Ward. And Boom Esports, well, they're going to stick around for the mid tier 1. We'll see if they can find it though.
Yopaj really on point with the snowball plays, like dodging a lot of damage in the lane there, making sure the shackle wasn't even going to connect, even though like the kill looked pretty safe, but just in case, you know, he's just making sure. I don't want my Lycan getting locked down, and hey, maybe that's why he likes to max it out too. Even that's always one that I always felt bad maxing out. It's like, you know, 6 seconds off now. This is like, that's it. Maxing my snowball the whole way, 21 to 15, but it certainly makes the difference in these engagements, and that Blink Dagger just about done now. Here you go, Paj.
There it is. How active he tries to get with that up. Makoto does have his BKB up on the leaner, so it's mostly protected here from this task apart from the punch, of course. Talon, still in a very good position for game number 1. Just a very slight net worth lead their way, but things are going well. Not for the mid tier 1 though.
Really important timing coming up for them on Talon right now. 15 minutes, we're gonna have the Shard already holding that gold on Q right now. Very good game for the Shard, right? Honestly, versus both these lineups, it would feel really nice, but particularly like this Lifesteal will be like forced into raging. Even the Tusk, right? The Lycan, like all these melee heroes, especially if Lycan's like running out of shapeshifts or something. So I'm looking forward to see how fast the Wolf is inside of the Gale Force here. On top of that, the Battle Fury will be up soon for 23 Savage. We just got the BKB down to Alina, so they're powering up right now, but they're dropping some heroes.
Yeah, Makoto, he's trying to fight. There's 3 heroes around, but he is posturing very aggressively here on this leader. It's not going to work out in his favor. In fact, Boom, they are sticking around, but Savage has joined in as well. Skem, he'll be scouted out. Our shot won't land. Makoto won't be able to land a stun either, so Skem's going to be fine. Instead, in the backside, they found another support, and Q is going to drop. So Boom, not wanting to go against the cause right now, will make a run for him, but here comes FBZ from the backside, right onto that lane of Makoto. He's going to get soul-binded up, but he does have the BKB. So for now, he is safe. Boom, looking for a way through this fight. Gonna force it onto Savage. The Aegis is still up, so he'll lose first line. But they've got KP around with the primal split out. Yopaj might just drop here on the Tusk, and he will. Not too bad for Talon. It's Boom Esports, they're gonna be forced to run. Skem.
Been caught. Oh, the team's not coming though. KP, you're kind of on your own here, bud.
He certainly is. Tim's will make the jump in with the Boundless. KP still trying to chase down Skem, but it's going to cost his own life. He won't even get it.
I felt that. As an occasional brew player, I felt that so hard. My whole brain gets occupied trying to min-max every single spell. I'm just like, okay, stun's coming back. Oh, I want to do my Windwalk damage again. Oh, did I Cyclone someone? Yeah, okay. So sometimes you don't look at the minimap, and so you end up chasing this Grimstroke all by yourself into the jungle. And it turns out the rest of your team decided that hitting neutrals was a better idea, so then you die. And stifle his progress towards the Agnos.
It certainly will. See if it's Talon all of a sudden. And this whole time, I mean, Jackie's just silently been farming on this life stealer. Their props to Talon. They still have Makoto and Savage ahead of Jackie right now in that life stealer. So things are still going well in terms of those two cores, but it does feel like Boom now have hit this timing with the Lycan, where they are going to try and make some plays across the map and just take down all the structures. And Makoto, well, he'll defend the top lane, but it doesn't feel like it's going to last very long here. They will just clear out the creep wave and eventually send the creeps in surely. I suppose Talon, they are making their way over now. Can't be too sure about it.
Well, yeah, the blessing of the Philosopher's Stone has fallen to both teams here. Coming up to Q now in that win range, that's going to help a lot in progress towards that Blink Dagger. Make it a little bit more relevant beyond just a simple Gale Force.
Remember when Gale Force was a global ability, by the way? Remember that? And nobody picked this hero?
Yeah. You know,
crazy.
It is. That was a little bananas, I have to say.
It was just so stupid. And then suddenly they nerfed it, and it was like, well, you know, and now it's a good hero all of a sudden. I just don't understand it with this hero. It makes no sense.
That's the beauty of Dota, you know? Well, plus, to be fair, the shard was like, what, 20-something? You know, 20 minutes? Pretty big difference. Instead of 15 minutes, you gotta wait till 20 minutes. It's a bit tougher.
That's fair enough. That's a fair point. Boom. They have grouped up down bot side of the map. They seem to want to try and force some kind of fight, or maybe even just go after the bottom tier 2 tower. Talon, they're hanging around the opposite side of the map in the dire jungle. They don't really have the greatest cushion involved with their draft, but they might try to apply some pressure here. Though I dare say they probably should try to defend the spot T2.
I don't think that's going to happen, though. With the drums being picked up there and now pounded upon by FBZ, the marching band will take their orders and destroy that one. Now they're being smoked up and wrapped around on.
Under attack.
They're high. Gonna get jumped in the medium. Under vision of the dire and Yopaj. Already finding one, but Savage gonna move in. Onto Tims, and they found the task. Yopaj, a big trouble. Soulbind down there. Got him stunned up and taking him down. Not a bad start at all for Talon. Tims is gonna be saved by Jackie, and FBZ is gonna rush in with the Lycan for trying to chase down Makoto. But he's got no backup right now. He's gonna wait for Jackie and Tims to be ready to fight this one out of the shackle. Does lock him down, but Makoto is going to get caught by Tims. FBZ, he's going to go for a run. KP does go for a bit of a chase, but is it a similar scenario to last time? FBZ does finally get taken down as KP is still chasing. Onto the Grimstroke they go, the scam. Grimstroke is still fine as Jackie. Now thinking about Savage, he's going to keep going as Scam does eventually drop to KP. And boom. Well, they seem done with this. They aren't going to go much further.
Probably for the best. Hyde still lingering nearby here, getting in here with the Fiend's grip, so you don't want to show up with none of your allies and suddenly get gripped there. And oh, Yopaj blinks in.
Oh boy, that's a big one.
That's ball it in time, but I think he's dead.
Yeah, they've got the Fiend's grip off. Surely they can't save him, and they won't be able to. The Boundless, not gonna land. So suddenly, Talon once again in the lead in terms of net worth. Things still going very good in this game. Number one for them. Unlucky Roshan was not up when Savage checked though, because now it is.
Ooh, that hurts.
Literally 1 second. 1 second. He could have waited, and that Roshan would have been
Sometimes, you know? That's Dota for you. You know, sometimes you go top, they go bottom, they get the arcane rune, you don't. Sometimes you poke your little head into Roche. A little RNG keep us going here.
Yeah. Very rough though. Talon. We'll see if they can spin out that Roche a bit later on, I suppose. But Boom now going to be all up and ready to fight once again. You saw those betting odds just a moment ago. Very even between these two teams right now, so it's a very close game indeed. Props to Talon, by the way, for making that happen. Like, against Boom Esports, again, you wouldn't expect such a close matchup so far, but Talon, they've been surprising us every series that goes by.
You're just such strong players. Like, you certainly cannot underestimate them at all. Coming into this, I would put them just like Boom do and respect them. I completely agree, putting them on the same level as any team in Division 1, just simply because of like the experience, what you've seen from these players before.
He's got the woken up now. They're on to the Savage Ursa. In fact, it looks like if they do take it down, Savage, he wasn't the so early on a possible Monkey King of all things. Hide is being chased down and should eventually just die. They've not finished him off yet. FBZ, he'll eventually go for the chase, but no detection. Literally no detection. They are trying and they will eventually get him. My goodness.
Yeah, the
Radiant's
Shadow Amulet
top
value
tower
has
is
certainly
under
been
attack.
rising in a lot of these position 5 and 4 players.
No pass. No ball out. He needs his team to make it there in time to save his life. He will blink towards his team. Boundless is there from Tim. Shards out to block Q in. But there's your Gale Force. Being committed. Out by Q. Now they'll make the jump in onto FTZ, but the Lycan still very tanky. He's going to walk his way out as Jackie. He'll get to work now. Roshan has been spotted by Boom in the meantime. And Talon, they are not going to be able to really make use out of this primal split. They don't find Yopaj either.
I think they thought that Q would be able to find a shackle off that Gale Force. I thought he'd be able to find one. Like the way it was pushing back FPZ, because it's very difficult for them to have a good primal split right now, right? Just because like they're very mobile on the dire side, but the Gale Force has been a helpful part of that. Like he gets a couple of units inside, they can't escape, so KB feels comfortable going for the split, but they're not able to sync it up into any sort of a shackle shot after. And Yopaj is very confident with the infest inside.
Gates running right in. Snowball though is going to go back towards the neutrals and he'll just blink right back out. Get on force. Gonna hold him down, but a nice shard will block the way for Talon as well. It's all about the Roshan now and the scam. You'll get some vision down around that Roshan pit, but it's immediately going to be denied off here by Iron and Savage. He's going to make the jump in. Scam is already gone. Roshan helping out, but now they can move in onto the Earth of Savage. He does not have 2 lines right now. He's going to get taken down eventually. The Nightmare and Beans Rip buying a bit of time, but not quite enough. They've got Savage on the Ursa. Makoto, he's going to keep trying to go for this fight, but it's not looking great for him. Luckily, the shards will not connect. So Makoto is able to run out, but boom, they want to chase for a bit more. Can they find anything though? Yopaj, he's in, onto KP the Nightmare, gonna buy a second at time, but surely not enough as they will start him up into the Boundless Strike. Nice light strike array is gonna stop them, but is it enough? KP, another primal split out, he's gonna turn this one. Tim's gone to the monkey and now boom, they're gonna back their way out. It's not a safe team fight, or is it Yopaj? He'll find Hyde in stylish fashion as now KP's on the run. Classic is happening here. Boom. For you. Just go all in when they can and hope for the best, I guess is well, boom, they got what they came for. They've even got a double damage route available on Yopaj now, so chances are they'll go for a reset and smoke up as a team. For Talon, they're the ones in deep waters now. Even if the net worth is still fairly even. You look at Savage and Makoto, they're still on top of Jackie in terms of net worth. It just doesn't seem to translate to a one-team fight.
Now moving in here, I noticed they handed the shard over to Skem. That year pick out of all these heroes, and like no one had a shard, which is pretty unusual by the time you get the Roche second one. But Grimstroke feels pretty good getting that dispel.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Gold and sweet.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Illusion.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I think that's far enough.
I was meant for more.
There, money to burn.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I trust my end comes at a price.
Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified.
I have punching for you.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Come and fight me. Here's fear in your eyes.
Vanishing winds.
Have another.
Dire are scanning.
Have another. Cease.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nature loves me.
Much obliged. I have punching for you.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Let us fight! Regeneration!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Too close to what is mine. Rival split!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
You should have known.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Get together, Wukong.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
All right, then. Sparring is done. We fight for real this time. See.
Dire's middle barracks is falling. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Come and fight me.
Illusion. Feed the flames.
Triple kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Those beyond the veil.
Dire's structures are fortified. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team pick.
Question, right? There's so
What
much
hero
you can...
could they pick?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really like when you're playing
Dire
second pick
team
like this, you have pre-made strats, and
Mhm.
it just really depends on the team,
Mhm.
right? So it's preference. That's what I'm saying.
Usually you'll
Complete
see some
preference.
kind of flex hero, and then maybe
Usually, like your 4-3, like your offline
Yeah.
duo generally is like what people go for. Something
10
strong, something
seconds
annoying to deal
remaining.
with. But when you show a DP like this, maybe it incentivizes you a little bit
5
to
seconds
just try
remaining.
and counter it a bit.
Yeah, usually with Boom that it can as well. Like I'd say this is either like 5 position or particularly with all the bans
Dire
targeted at
team
easy, like
pick.
Beastmaster
Radiant
and
team
Tango
pick.
ban. Well, they didn't get Dusa game 1, it got banned out, and
Radiant
Talon's like,
team
alright, we're going Dusa.
So like you banned our last opening. Well, they did Marcy.
I like this for Boom. I think this is okay for Boom. Like, to me, they're a team that can play into the Dusa if they, you know, get Yopaz that good matchup, let him take over the game, let him play aggressive. You've got an answer for the Dusa in the Nyx, at least a hero
10
that makes
seconds remaining.
Dusa's life a little bit more difficult and annoying.
Dire team ban.
You know, I think it's a good opener for Boom. If
Radiant
anything, I
team
much prefer
back.
their opener to Talon's right now.
Yeah, I mean, Talon seemed pretty sure that this is going to be a core TP, picking up that Medusa right away. I'd love to see Boom just switch it up and put DP5 now. Pick up... I'd like to see him pick up Nature's Prophet. I've seen quite a few
10
games now where,
seconds
in
remaining.
theory, you think Medusa's fine versus the NP, but you just have such overwhelming
5
base
seconds
damage. You just
remaining.
dominate the first 3 levels, even 5 levels, to the point where Medusa just doesn't have any CS.
That was one we saw with Mizu. And
Yeah.
GX.
Yes.
Completely destroyed a Dusa.
That
And
was
Nyx is not a bad...
heartbreaking.
Yeah, Nyx is a
Yeah.
good lane partner for Nature's Prophet. So
I was inspired by that and picked it in my pub too, and I was like, oh, this is really good.
Yep.
I'm sold on that.
Dire
That is a
team
route they
back.
want to go. It pairs well with the Nyx, right? If you want a bit of
Radiant
pause for. The
team
big
back.
weakness of Nyx is laning stage. Not so good. You want to pair him generally with like some toxic position 3 that is ranged.
Mhm.
Viper, Veno, Nature's Prophet, stuff like that.
I think
we did.
10 seconds
was it?
remaining.
I saw one recently and lost. But that was
Dire
Eastern
team
Europe.
back.
Coffee.
It was just yesterday.
First
Yeah.
Spirit, I
no,
watched it
That's
this
it.
morning.
That's it. I was like, I know I was watching it recently too, but yes.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
it wasn't. For some reason, I was like, yeah, wasn't it here? But no.
No.
Yeah, there was some good games in Eastern Europe yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, would you guys like to see
10
Venom a little bit
seconds
more?
remaining.
I think it was not particularly fun to watch, so I'm fine
5
without it.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
You find if it doesn't make its way to this region.
Yeah, it's like situational. You want to? I think it was picked into the void.
It's
the
always
game we
picked in the
saw.
void, yeah.
And they just. Wait, wasn't did we see it in?
We saw it twice.
Yeah,
in
yeah, okay,
Eastern
yeah,
Europe
we-
now, yeah.
We saw a game where it destroyed the void in lane. I can't remember if they ended up winning that game or not.
They did, yeah. That game, I think the void.
Yeah,
was a
they
non-factor.
flexed their draft because they had some other hero that they thought would be off lane that ended up being Mother Roll. Talon again go into the Wind Ranger. They're liking
10
this pick.
seconds remaining.
Kind of a it doesn't reveal too much when you pick Wind Ranger support. And
5 seconds
Do
remaining.
you think this is going to be sport?
Probably, it fits what you want against the Nyx, and that's generally, you're picking like some Shaman or Bane, Wind Ranger, just this instant stun that isn't affected by Nyx's Carapace. So if he does press
Radiant
Carapace, you can
team
stun him without stunning
Dire
yourself.
team pick.
Clock Razor, instant picked.
okay. Razor into kind of at least pseudo Deuce answer, and then Clockwork helps give you another playmaker. I guess good against Wind Ranger, would you say, or not really?
10
It's fine.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's definitely good. She's gonna get a 4-staff eventually,
5
but
seconds remaining.
So then are you thinking on the side of Talon, it's Marcy Wind Rangers?
They usually play KP Marcy. Like they picked, I think, when it first came in, they were
Yeah.
the first team to play it.
and he lost.
He did lose. I
They're
don't.
running it
It's,
back.
it's not a core here. I love the hero, love playing it.
Yeah.
It's like really memey and fun to play in the offlane, but it severely struggles in the offlane because it doesn't have an ability to farm. So like you're really reliant on just like snowballing the lane and getting a lot of kills, and it's also incredibly farm dependent, and it doesn't have a way of farming. So there's a lot of like issues with playing this here in the offlane. Might as well just buy an Aether Lens and just whoever gets hooked in cogs, just throw them out. That has like way more impact.
Yeah, and just play 5 position in safe lane with sidekick.
Yeah,
Just
that's
sidekick your Dusa.
fine. That would work.
I'm confused what this
Radiant
camera is looking
team
at. We
back.
got like just the top of the player's head, and it's flipped.
Wait, what the heck?
These players are something else with their camera.
They're doing everything possible to not
Yeah.
actually be seen.
There's a Nature's Prophet, but it's on the other side. Probably a KP Nature's
10
Prophet, I guess,
seconds
picked against the
remaining.
Razor.
Yeah, I mean it's
5 seconds
no
remaining.
own race or anything, but
Yeah.
it's okay. Gives them tempo. Gives them a way to take early towers.
I guess they're also not afraid of the clockwork if that is a 5 position clockwork, or less afraid than other heroes.
Yeah, I mean in the mid game it'll be a little scary when
Yeah.
playing versus like Nyx and Clock as an NP. So the rat game is not really
Yeah.
gonna go
Team
unpunished
back.
here by Talon.
Talon get overall last. Is there any
Radiant
ideas for
team back.
Boom? What they could potentially... What do they need? I feel like...
They have like very curious if Clock is gonna be core in some capacity. Or if they're just gonna be doing, you know, Razor carry, EP offlane, and their
Yeah.
2
10
supports.
seconds
That's what
remaining.
think is gonna happen.
I really can't see them
5
putting
seconds
Yopaj on
remaining.
Death Prophet. It's something they don't
Yeah.
do. But to me, I guess Death Prophet could be support with the clockwork
Dire
war.
team ban.
Yeah, so I think they just need a mid, right?
Yeah,
And
almost certainly looking for Yopaj.
would you like Yopaj to just be on someone a little bit more comfort for him? Because he... I mean, you said it, Fee. You feel like he's been struggling a little bit the past few games we've seen.
I see him losing mid quite a lot, just to be like. So
10 seconds
maybe
The way
picking
you
here.
really feel.
He gets praised so much. You're
Yeah, you need to balance. You need to,
anyone,
yeah,
blame him.
yeah, you need to balance out Sheep. She's always on there just like, Yopaj, he never loses. He's so good.
I mean, he has some really standout performances that are really good, but he's on average had some really bad games too. But people always remember the flashy ones, right? So.
That's
Yes.
true. Which is good. Gonna be remembered for anything.
So Kunkka mid.
It's pretty straightforward then where everything's gonna be going.
Well, yes, it should be. It should
10
just be a Razor
seconds
carry.
remaining.
And then Death Prophet looking like off lane. I guess you don't know Nick's
5
clockwork who's
seconds
lane with who,
remaining.
but
Yeah, I mean, I guess they could technically do like a core clockwork in a way, and
Yeah.
just do Nick TB4.
yeah.
That they can play around with it, but it doesn't really change their draft too much.
It was definitely kind of a tough swap for Boom. I mean, for Yopaj, he's just like picking a mid kind of blind here. So he's like, just like, okay, what's gonna not get crushed too hard by anything in lane, hopefully. And also, like, you know, feel like it's gonna be good for the game. They don't want to play too slow when you're playing up against Dusa. You need to, you know, not let her just get away with free farming her ancients endlessly. They can't outscale her.
game. Fully flip it.
I think our casters are completely wrong here, and Boom is going to completely outscale them.
Damn.
Okay, alright, so you're
I was gonna flip too, but now I just feel like we're a bunch of flip-floppers.
If you flip-flop it,
The casters
over
convinced
here.
me. This Deuce is gonna carry.
Perfect.
She's got sidekick. This Deuce has got the freest game.
That's what I love. I never want you guys to agree, but game 2 with Mike and Trent. Take it away.
Oh yeah,
that was savage.
Hey,
I thought John Twitter burning his. No, I'm not gonna do it.
I am. This guy just wins 1 TI and he thinks he just knows everything. It's sickening. We'll have to do a performance review after this and see what he has to say about that. Yeah,
There's people who want 2 TIs now. So I mean, like, come on here.
Get it together, mate. We're paying good money for your presence here. We'll see how it goes. I mean, game one, obviously the way of Talon. Game number two, there's some doubts. I mean, Trent, there's a Marcy in the game. This hero is no good, is it?
That's a great question. She seems like she's probably got one of the best skills in the entire game of Dispose. And then Rebound is almost always pretty good. And now it seems like Sidekick with the right combos is also fairly busted, which we're questioning with this whole split shot thing. And her worst skill is probably her ultimate, which just happens to also dispel her, which is very useful in certain matchups. So yeah, she's looking pretty good.
Okay.
But she keeps
fair enough.
So good question.
It kind of makes you wonder if it's warranted. Like, if Marcy just keeps losing, does she get buffed? Because this hero, like one bad buff, and it's just going to be broken. Again. I don't want it to happen. I hate Marcy. This hero sucks.
The battle begins.
No more.
Good attempt. Marcy players unite. Just keep throwing your games.
Scam is actually going to be able to take the bounty route. So 3-for-1 the way of Boom Esports. A nice little goal lead their way to get this game started. And while we're here, we'll start off with the bot lane. You've got Q and KP on the Wind Ranger and the Treant, or rather Nature's Prophet. And of course, you've got the Clock by Skim and Jackie on the Razor. What are you thinking? I mean, you talked about this Nature's Prophet and how you do think it's probably just going to go uncontested down this bot lane. It is against the Razor, so chances are KP should have a decent time, I would assume.
A classic counterpick in the matchup. Great positioning here, though, from Skem. This is helping to get a lot of value out of this level 1 battery assault. Look at that.
One of the things as well, right, with the recent change as well.
Double battery assault. Yeah. That's good.
Kind of works against the Nature's Prophet now, which is very, very nice. Scam will go again. Obviously, you'd love to be level 2 right now on Scam. I guess it's one good point, right? Like, if you get a cogs off on the KP or Q, they are as good as dead.
It is yeah, classic counterpick for a reason, though. It is still a ranged hero versus the static link, so if he doesn't have that control, very difficult to try and actually get that full up bonus damage. But so far, not looking like too much of a counterpick with how much they're being bullied down here.
Oh, let's talk about the mid lane for a little bit. You've got Makoto and Yopaj, Kulka versus Ember matchup. I dare say Yopaj should have a bit of an advantage because, you know, Tidebringer, still a pretty busted ability when you've got a 1v1 matchup against the melee hero. Makoto, a pretty good Ember in his own right, though, and so far a very even matchup. Trent, how do you think this mid lane matchup should go?
I think we're just hanging out. You know, maybe the obvious question is what happens if Yopaj hits 6 first, right? And then we get into some sort of trouble with a potential ghost ship play, and maybe you'll have an ally come through as well. Whereas if Makoto hits 6, it's not really that scary, you know? Yopaj will probably be fine unless he's like really low or something. So I think Makoto just needs to keep an eye on that, see how it's going. You know, he's getting the deny right there on the range creeps. That's a great start. And should also have pretty good control over the runes from his allies, you would hope. As an Ember, right? We always know that people are trying to help out those spirit players.
Always. Damn spirits, damn players, always the ones that need the help the most sick as a support player. Of course, we'll have the final lane. Of course, top lane 23 Savage and Hyde against Internet FBZ. Very, very different kind of lineup here for the top lane. I must admit, Savage, of course, on his specialist Medusa, probably feeling very happy right now. Do they shut down Medusa in this lane, or do they just trade farm again?
I think, I mean, the lane for Dusa isn't necessarily like the most important thing because she's just concerned about like, how do I progress into the jungle? Like, so, you know, good lane, always great, but it's not necessarily going to be the end of the world. It is kind of weird for a Marcy, I feel, because you don't really have a kill threat, which you love to have with this hero, with Dispose and Rebound, and you're also versus a ranged core, so you're less likely to have really good disposes happening in this lane, so... but the ability to like break things like the Spirit Siphon if you're nearby is pretty cool, and in the end, they're just trying to get as many last hits as possible, 23-7.
You have my
That's fair. For now, everything's going splendidly. Yeah.
With it being a Nyx assassin too, it's like you have a lot of HP regen when you play Nyx, which is really nice in this role where you're trying to like bully and stuff, but you don't have a lot of tools to pressure necessarily.
I suppose we just saw as well, Hyde can't really do too much on the Marcy, right? Like, he just rebounded in, looking for a dispose, but you get siphoned straight away, and it just means you're not really going to do much. You may as well just kind of leave it at that and run off. So, a bit of a passive lane, it seems, for top lane.
You have to keep a really close eye on those siphon charges if you want to actually go for a kill, but that's something that's really hard to manage versus this hero.
Stun is there. Tim's will set up. Siphons are out, but a nice dispose from Hyde. Make sure that they can't keep that siphon going. So Savage is going to be just fine. And I guess it's one way you can use it.
It's just like a stalemate, right? Like it's kind of what it is back and forth.
Certainly is. No first blood being drawn at all. Look at that. I mean, you get the sidekick. Bit of life still there for Savage. He's a happy man. Even in the laning stage, like just the farm creeps, sidekick seems like a very strong ability, and the lifesteal numbers are kind of ridiculous.
Your admiral is on board.
Yeah, Marcy's something, you know, whistling her way along. Gets the space for a pull here as well after the initial D ward, so it's going to help. Oh, he's going for the half pull, and just pulling 3 of them. Into a weakened Vul Assassin camp, so wasn't confident in their ability to... Savage! I needed that, he says. You know, I need this guy to wipe out this wave for you.
These pause ones, they just make me sick every time. They can't give you any. These damn carry plays, they take everything off. And they still rage you later on. KP, he might be raging down the bot lane because he does end up going down to Skem and Jackie. Skem the one to take the first blood gold, but the Prophet not having the greatest time down the bot lane.
That's a good one, though. When you're playing 5 clock, you get the first blood. Now 5 gold. I know, I'm thinking about boots.
Easy. Skem's got the gold card. He just hasn't brought it out yet. Surprisingly enough. Very passive. I don't know.
Ward.
You are.
Watch your Medusa ward.
Yeah. You are against the Medusa, so it makes enough sense. But now Skem, he'll rotate towards the mid lane. 6-minute power runes are about to spawn up, so Skem wants to get a little bit annoying here against Makoto. Doesn't spawn boss though. Cogs out. Rune is going to go the way of Yopaj anyway, so Skem, he's really just being a nuisance here towards Makoto.
Ooh, I wonder if he loses this ward now. All right, let's see. Does Q find it? He's going to check first here, in between the towers. As what happened was they spotted Skem coming back from above on this ward, and so we already this. Oh, it's gone. It's done. Q. Oh, no. Oh, he's not gonna get it.
Oh no.
Oh, he's thinking about it. His brain's working on overdrive. He doesn't get high ground check. It's not close enough. Sorry, this is what we're supposed to do right now. exactly what you need to do. This is so perfect from Boom. High, just sort of lingering nearby, trying to catch some of this XP,
Radiant's
but hey,
middle
that ward that
tower
wasn't
is under
discovered
attack.
gave them all the confidence in the world to go for this, and they almost get the X mid-animation. The Hyde zips out of there.
So rough. And look at Skim. He's denying the ward now. So even if you wanted it, you're not going to get it. He denies it off. Pings him out.
That's so good.
Radiant's middle
It's like BM, right? Almost. It's just more mind game shit from Skim.
My job here is done. Just denies us the ward. We got the camp.
Bloody excellent hit from Boom so far. 2k net worth lead and 2-0 is the scoreline. And it's one of the things, like you and I, we kind of talked about during the draft. You want to kind of get this game going as fast as possible here for Boom, because you don't want to let this Medusa hit its timer. So far, so good. They've got a great net worth lead, and if they can keep things up, chances are they won't give enough time to Savage to be able to get to that stage where he's a powerhouse.
Oh yeah, I mean this is better than expected for me. Like, it's one thing to have good lanes and to like sort of like force your opponents out into the jungle stuff. It's a whole other thing to do that and then also steal the stacks. Like that is just so much value taken straight out of Talon's pocket then. To me, it's such a crushing blow.
Even more value.
Can't imagine a better start.
is under attack.
Having a bit of a rough start here on the Wind Ranger. He's going to go down to FBZ. The X's still got plenty of time on it, so they'll get back onto that top tier 1 tower. And it should basically just go down for free. They will clip it up. They'll buy it a bit of time. But I don't think Boom's backing off. They're going for this one.
All you can do is find your savages.
Dire's top tower has
Some
fallen.
neutrals and hope for the best.
Medusa life, baby. Savage will get to it.
Doesn't even get a possessed mask this game either. Just running around with a pig pole.
Skim. Gonna circ his level 5 off on this one. Very nice from Skim. It's one of those things that's the plus 5 clockwork, right? Like you don't really care about your life so much, so you can just kind of chase the Medusa's bot lane. Bit of a fight breaking up the Makoto, already losing half his HP on the Ember. And now Tims does show up. They must know the Nyx Assassin is around here somewhere though. So Makoto, he does back off at the right moment, and boom, they cannot capitalize off this rotation yet.
Well, he's coming back though. They're gonna smoke up, you know. He's got the rune of invincibility on the Ember, the haste. Shortest way to get yourself killed.
KB's in trouble. The Prophet eventually might just tick out, but no, they don't have enough damage. We'll back off in time, and now Makoto is going to rotate along with Q and try to pick up something. In comes Hyde. There's he dispose out. Yopaj, he's a big target, and he's going to go down. Talon, they'll keep going for a bit more now. Tims, he'll get sprouted up. TP's cancelled across the map as they get the Nyx Assassin. Jackie, the only survivor. But great rotations out from Talon.
I can't believe Makoto didn't die. I thought for sure, like with the position he had next to Yopaj and Tim's right there with the Carapace, but using that haste when he was just perfectly keeping his body just off to the side, and Tim's not seeing his moment get in there. I really thought he was going to get him. But they grab a couple kills to put some pressure on this tower, and now it's Jackie just sort of lurking underneath. Yopaj coming through too. They want to turn on this.
They want to try. Shackle's not going to latch onto a tree, so the X back into the torrent going to be nice and easy there for Yopaj and Q. Oh, that's a great sprout. KB blocks the way. Skem, though, still hookshotting in, has down Makoto, he's out of mana. He's got no way out of this. We're trying to run toward the left side, but Skem surely has set up a great kill. And he has. He'll take it himself this time. Tied. But out of danger yet. Impale up in two. Let's go for this. Oh, he went for the hit first. That's going to cost him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, unfortunate there, but that's alright. Still sends her back to the base a different way. They'll just pressure into this tower with the exorcism. So a slight setback with those kills in the bottom lane, but boom. Still knowing their strength right now and knowing the weaknesses of Talon and the fact that they've got a big old Dusa that does not want to show up for any of this.
Dire's
And
middle
Skem,
tower
again, is
has
just
fallen.
running at these camps. He's got a sixth sense here of what Medusa's up to.
He's found that ward as well. More salt in the wound here from Boom as they do get that observe ward on the cliff. Same one that Q did end up missing, and now Kong's going to catch out two of them. They'll at least rebound out of their hide. Going to try and force the fight, but he's going to get ulted immediately as Savage is out of mana. He's in big trouble. And he's just dead. Take him out. This triangle has been an absolute curse here for Talon. This KB shown up on the Prophet, but he will be another kill to go the way of Jackie. And the Ancients are still going the way of Boom Esports.
Your admiral is on board.
Radiant's middle
Boom, certainly
tower is
recognizing
under
the strength. Maybe they're worried about late game. Maybe they're just not, because they see there's nothing they can do with them running forward. This
Dire's
tricore of
bottom tower is
Kunkka,
under
Death
attack.
Prophet, and Razor, 3 heroes that can get active on the earlier end if they want to. And I'm pretty sure they farmed this ancient camp more than Talon has at this point in the game.
They have. That's for sure. Props to Skim. Doing such a great job on that Cos 5 clockwork. Now they head towards that Dire jungle. It is still all about slowing down this Medusa. The Savage, he's had such a tough time, but they are not going to allow him anytime. Boom, they'll gather again. Top side of the map. See if they can find him. Sentry wards are down, so Tim won't just be able to run right towards Savage, but he does try. Savage will see him though. Rotate more up.
A brief reprieve, I think, for Talon while they farm BKBs. That'll be the next big spike for Boom. They're going to come in with triple BKBs on these 3 cores. They're going to be looking for Aegis at that point, looking for tier 2 towers, and to cement an insurmountable lead here versus Talon. So what can you get done before those BKBs are up? That'll be the question here for Talon. Can you find the items that are going to help you avoid these BKBs the entire time, right? Like this Maelstrom on Makoto. It's going to be killing and grabbing some waves. KB's already committed to a 1 combat item in a sense with that Spirit Vessel.
Never refuse
And
given.
not going to be easy to get value out of this game, I think.
Certainly not. The BKBs you talked about, like Jackie's already got his up, so the Razor, safe as always, and Yopaj, he's gonna have his up very soon as well. KP, can be spotted down the bot lane. They are very fast.
By 20 minutes, dude.
Hook shot, it's available.
Illusion.
Q. Smoke is broken, ward is out. That's a clever ward by Scam, and now with the X-Back from Yopaj, Q is probably set to fall as a hook. He's actually off the mark here. Whoops. Yeah, they end up missing a standing hook, sadly, from Scam, so a bit of a rare mistake this game from him. Incoming!
Q with several great escapes so far in this game.
Doing a great job.
It's going to wind up mattering, though, if the tower still falls.
And it seems like this will. I mean, Yopaj, he'll just get it done. Boom, no, they can't fight into them right now, so Talon, they'll just sit back and keep that farm going while Boom, they'll take down the bottom tier 1 tower for free. EP is creep skipping to make life a little bit more challenging. And another thing we kind of talked about before that draft really finished off was the fact that you are going to rely on this Prophet. And this Ember for that matter to just continuously wrap and just buy more time for Savage. And it seems like it's already started. But they are going to need to buy a hell of a lot of time.
Yeah, it's also tough, though, because if you're doing this, they might just run at your Medusa, and with the help of the Clockwork and the Nyx Assassin, they should have a significant vision edge. I mean, you can see how many sentries are just planted down here from Talon across their entire jungle. This is the battleground, right? This is actually ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6 sentries just in that top part of the map alone.
It's crazy.
And they know, so you know you push out these lanes, but you still have to be very cognizant of what your Medusa's up to and where she can safely farm.
Speaking of the Devil Savage, it's almost at his match at least, so a bit more defensive capability used coming out very soon. Talon just staying as a group, making sure this Medusa is not alone at any time, especially if she's not within Sentry Ward range. That is the way to go about it. They just have to keep Savage alive, keep him healthy, and the game eventually should turn your way as Talon. Mind you though, you can't really underestimate Jackie either in this Boss 1 Razor. We've seen him play this many times, and you get to a point where you have the refresher orb up, and it feels impossible to fight against.
Really does, and they'll just be like, you know, keep some swift runs at anybody, quick stop, ball up and run. Oh, that was really cool. Using the power shot for the vision inside the pit in combination with the Wrath of Nature. Yeah, not able to get killed, but that was huge damage on some of these heroes.
He's getting close to getting some kills here.
Like, imagine if there was someone here.
I mean, Q and the KB setting up a great team fight, but nobody joining in here from Talon. It just doesn't feel like they're anywhere near ready for it. The KB can try and back out, but Tim's has impaled, and KB still trying to run, but Yopaj is going to be able to land the X into the turret and the boat right onto the Prophet. They do lose that bot T1, but they get something for their trouble.
Just kill every wave. It's all you can do. More time.
More time indeed. Savage. I mean, he's second in net worth now, to be fair, Trent. In fact, Makoto's third in net worth. That's pretty good signs here for Talon.
It is really hard to kill this Ember this game, and he manages to grab the Essence Ring, by the way. I saw that pop out, and I think it was their first neutral item, and he was already low on mana too, and he's like running around with clarities, and that pops out, and you're just like, yes, Ice Frog wants us to win this game. I needed this so bad.
Beautiful item there for Makoto. Again, I mean, they're keeping in this game. 2k net worth lead is standing for Boom, but it's only 2 to 3k. Tims, though, might find Makoto at exactly the right moment as Makoto. They're going to make it a little bit greedy here for this next brief wave, but Tims is stalking. No sentry is down. Makoto, he has not reacted fast enough, but he's still fine. They can't hold him down long enough. Silence is not there. Hook shots off the mark. Makoto's alright. Oh, they threw everything but the kitchen sink at Makoto. He just jukes them up perfectly.
Uh-oh, you know, and then you look down bottom. What's KP doing? He's catching creep waves right outside of your base. He's rapid naturing. Uh-oh.
You got those damn shards up as well. See, this is one of the shards I hate the most. Like, these graded treants. What the hell's the point of this?
Radiant structures
Who
are
thought of this?
fortified.
Really? I mean, it's just such a weird kind of shard to hand over. Boom, they're going to try and respond now. Down towards the south they go, but Q is around. He breaks the smoke.
Oh, they found 20 Savage, though. They've been looking. Oh, instantly pops the ulti. It was only Yopaj, though. And he just runs.
Savage. Hey, he's fine. Yopaj not going to be able to make it in time. They are still chasing down Q in the mid lane as Hyde. He's going to help him out a little bit. Skems doesn't know whether he should keep going, and Hyde going to dispose of it. The hook shot this time will land. From Skem onto the Marcy. They'll get Hyde, but that's a pos 5 you get for all that time. I would not call that worth for Boom.
The treants are...
Radiant's top tower has been denied. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Never refuse gold given.
Boom! There it goes.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bounty.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Twice the torque.
Bounty! X marks the spot.
Players here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The seeds of fortune. Brings to rage.
Set sail for fail.
With flair.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Players here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Little treasures.
Roots and run.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Incoming.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ah, clear sailing now.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
admiral is on board.
Bounty. Radiant's courier has been
Players
killed.
here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Rock it on. My traps fail.
I know, right? Gold for my chest. Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Come! Come!
Regeneration!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Players here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Step
is under
lively
attack.
now. Your admiral is on board.
And it's off.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
And it's off. Boom! There it goes.
Back so soon?
Flames clear the way. Captured in the flame. I am mixed captive. Dying eye.
Radiant structures are fortified. Are scanning.
Invisibility!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Get lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Thank you, my beauties.
You are dead. Dead. Fatality.
There it goes.
Radiant are scanning.
Players here.
Gold is a great conductor.
Illusion.
Come to me.
Incoming.
Nature loves me.
With me.
Dire's middle tower. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's middle Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Stick around.
Your admiral is on board.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bounty.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Sisters 3 once more.
And it's off.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The seeds of fortune.
Dire are scanning. Radiant are scanning.
flare. Incoming! Rock it on!
Gold is a great conductor.
Boom! There it goes! And it's up! Zooming in.
Step lively. Your admiral is on board.
Boom! There it goes!
Dire are scanning.
Flares here!
Fallen to the radiant.
Immortality.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Never refuse good forgiven.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
New treasure. Rock it on.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Incoming.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Rock it on.
Radiant are scanning.
Name pure beauties.
Arcane power.
Dire's top barracks are under attack. Dire's top barracks has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board. lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire